I thought you were saying. I thought you were saying you had to hit up Publix, and I didn't realize you were reading the comment already.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I was like, "You're going
Definitely.
to be doing this one on the road?"
Yeah, that's right. Well, I'm shopping in Publix.
There you go. Oh, making sure we're not messed up. Who we got with us? Destiny.
Destiny's here.
Trying
I
to
don't
make
know with
sure
it
our
being three
stream is
o'clock
running.
how many people we're actually gonna have.
Yeah, we're probably not going to have a whole lot, which is fine. Uh, you know, it's New Year's Eve. Knock it out early. Get back home to a bunch of sick babies.
Yeah, we got we got some football on tonight. Those are good. Penn State's gonna beat the shit out of Boise State.
Yeah, I hope so.
So
Well, I don't know if you noticed, Trey, if you were here today, you would have noticed, but we've got a new little like podcast area.
I don't see anything involving me up there. I need to get something, some Southeast Strongman or something.
Well, you're a part of these, but
Let's see.
Cerberus is a sponsor to the channel, and so is our new sponsor down here,
That's right,
Noah
Mister
Galloway.
No Excuses.
That's right.
What's up,
So
Tyler?
what's going on? Try to get this. Oh, this camera's very
It
jumpy.
looks
Trying to get
pretty
back
good,
center.
sir. We need to get us a custom table like Brian Shaw.
You know, I've custom built this prefab coffee table, so
That's something. That's a good start.
that's right. I built it myself.
Yep.
What's up, Destiny? Tyler, how are y'all? Thank you. Well, today is going to be kind of just a laid back day, talk a little bit about everything, but never fails after we post one of these videos, news drops the next day. So we can do the events for the Arnold. She said we should have voted you, Alabama, the most beautiful man. Are you talking about Destiny, me, or Trey?
It's about you. I'm ugly. I'm just a big trap bearded ugly man.
Yeah, beauty's all subjective.
I'd rather be strong than beautiful.
Um, I'd like to be either. Or
If I looked like Smeagol, I'd be happy as long as I bench press 600 pounds.
I'd be happy too. Uh, Gingerbread, you still the show?
She's trying to
We
comfort
got a
me
few
because she
people.
was talking about you originally.
Oh, she said just found the right angle. That's what it is. It's
Yeah.
because I'm looking up. You can't see it from the camera, but I'm looking up at a TV instead of down, so I'm not got that double chin going anymore.
And here I thought my hot pink would help me.
Oh, it's also the only dads too. That
That's
always
right.
helps.
That's right.
We got a few people with us. I'm surprised we had this many people so far. We're at 7 or 8 watching live.
Well,
So
we
thank
appreciate
y'all
it,
for
especially
joining.
being 3 p.m. But it's going to be some fireworks tonight as well. Hate pink. What the hell? Breast cancer. Hello.
That's right.
Also, this was like the greatest show of all time. Mr. Todd Williams, The Forge.
Oh yeah. I'm really, really hoping we can see his show this year or this coming year. I guess tomorrow
Yes.
is next year. So
Considering the news I heard, I do hope so.
yeah, yeah, I would really like to see that. I don't know. I'm hoping our video is working okay because my computer down here is showing our video going backwards.
If I would love by the end of the year get a 450 log, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That's said. This is the most random time check. I know. I've got 2 sick kids at the house. Trey's got 5 o'clock basketball. Um, it's New Year's Eve. We just wanted to do a show before the end of the year, and this was the only time we had available. Trust me, I clocked out. Clocked out of work early to do this.
Iron Podium yet? No, Forge hasn't been officially announced yet. It should be coming out here soon.
Yeah, has he set a date, or do we know yet?
It's probably going to be the end of May, I would think, or I'm
Okay,
not sorry,
that's what the
second
original thought
or
was.
end of May. I'm not sure.
Okay.
It could be after. I don't know. I know he was throwing out the beginning of May at one time. But whatever.
She said, I'm just saying Trey convinced me to do that show when it's not up. That's because it don't have to be up that early. I have to put mine a year in advance to get people interested in it. The Forge is one of those, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it, whether you announce it the week of or 2 months ahead.
That's right.
Awesome show. So,
She's got a secret that she's on the fence about.
oh, okay.
Uh-oh. Well, now's a good place. We won't tell nobody if you tell us.
Yeah, announce it live.
Yeah.
Let's see, Tyler said he pulled 135 for the first time.
Tyler, you're not supposed to be picking up any weights right now.
I didn't think so either.
Don't be rushing this shit.
So
We're
sure
gonna plan for the 2026, huh?
What? Okay, she's
Okay.
not.
Ooh,
Not.
threw me off here. I was like, oh shit.
Almost misread that.
Yeah, Tyler, your comebacks in 2026 of the Forge.
Not 25.
So, yeah, not 25. Too close.
Chill it out. Who all we got with us? I know we got Destiny, Tyler, Nate, Big Adam. Let's see. Who else watching with us? If you're not a member, you can't tell us. So fix that. Okay, so making sure the stream's working. It looks like it's working okay. Everybody seems to be working fine. Well, the news, doctor said I could start after 8 weeks, and it's been 9.
We got Mr. Anderson in the house.
What's going on?
Mr. Anderson.
Appreciate you joining us. Well, let's talk a little bit about the Arnold events. We went over the amateurs, but they finally announced what the open or the pro show is going to be doing. Have you seen it yet?
I'm sorry, I just read her comment. I'm sorry. Ask that one more time.
Have you seen the events for the pro yet?
Yes, I have. I watched Mitchell Hooper's video. There's 6 events this year, not 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited about that.
I'm going to do an early prediction, but because there's 6 events, I think it's going to help a particular person. I'm calling it right now. Mateusz Kieliszkowski is either first or second.
That max elephant bar deadlift is going to.
Yes, but he has another event that he's going to be good at in there.
That's true, but you think it's going to be enough to put him up into the first place position, I guess.
I don't know. You never know what can happen.
See, the same reasoning you've got is why I think Half Thor has a chance.
No, Half Thor is going to suck in the pressing. He's got 2 pressing in there, 2 of them.
But only one's for max.
It doesn't matter. The other one is not going to be that great in either.
So we got. Let's run through these real quick. We've got the elephant bar for deadlift, or elephant bar deadlift for max. We all know Thor's probably going to take that one. Mitchell will probably be right there. Him and who is it? Trey still in this? Yeah, Trey Mitchell.
Oh yeah,
Mitchell Hooper. Second place is going to come down between one of them 2, I think. Stoltman will be probably top 3 or 4.
Now remember, Mr. Trey Mitchell can't do the frame. He's going to drop all the way down to last.
But he improved on it this past year.
And then Bobby Thompson had the ankle surgery, so he can't even go up the damn ramp.
You're already starting in on that one.
Well, I mean, I'm repeating what Mitchell Hooper even said in the video. You know, he had that fusion ankle surgery, and his feet can't go at an incline like that.
I didn't know he had that.
Yeah.
I thought you were just talking shit.
Nope. It's actually karma came back and bit his fucking ass.
Well, I mean, that's my predictions for the top 3 to 4. You're going to have.
Oh, my God. Do you see this fucker? He said Bobby Thompson will be top 5. Ha! Oh, God.
You'll be doing good to get 11th.
Yeah, no shit.
Let's see, 2 pressings will rob him of the podium. But it depends. So, and the overhead gauntlet, I don't know. It's a circus dumbbell, right? Into axle and then log?
Yes.
All right. So the circus dumbbell, he only tore the pec on one side. He still has really good pressing with the circus. So we know he's not going to 0. Gets to the axle. I don't know what the weights are. But as long as he comes kind of middle of the pack on those presses.
I think he could probably do the weight, but he's going to be extremely slow.
Yeah.
And everybody, including Nick Giardone or whatever his name is, the new guy, all of them that's in there are
Ha! I
great
got it
pressers.
right and you didn't.
Gardone.
Go ahead.
All of them are great pressers this year. I think pressing is going to be Matus and Hatton are going to come down to first and second.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Mitchell Hooper is going to be right there in the pressing.
No,
He's got the
Bobby's
Axel
not going to
record.
be. Bobby will not be top 3 on press because he's slow as shit.
I'm trying to catch up with these top 3 or 4 on deadlift. He's definitely going to be top 3 on the deadlift. I disagree on that one.
No, he'll pull 1,000, but you got 4 of the people that can pull more than he can.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Trey Mitchell is going to be second or third. Mitchell Hooper is going to be second or third, and then you've got Tom Stoltman and Evan Singleton. I think
Trey Mitchell is going to surprise us all. I'm saying he's going to get 475 kilos, and Thor's only going to get 472.5.
Okay. Well, it's call your number too. So
yeah.
All right. Well, for the overhead gauntlet, what's your pick for the positioning?
Overhead gauntlet is definitely Matthews.
So him first. Who else you got? Like, give me top 3
Patton,
guesses.
and then Hooper.
Then Hooper. Okay. I'm gonna go with the same as you for those top 3. I agree. The only person who was he's not in the show. I'm looking at the competitors from the Rogue who did really good. He was the winner of the amateur and went up.
Yeah, Mr. Thomas Evans.
Yeah, he's not in this.
For some reason, he's not in this fucking show, but Bobby Thompson is. Can you explain that for me?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. All right. Well, moving on to the frame carry with no straps. Thor, he's gotten. I think he set the record on this. One of the early years.
He finished last year. Yes, 8 seconds. But they're talking about making the weight higher this year.
I know his grip has not been his strongest suit. It's not one of his worst, but
I guarantee it's going to be Matus and then Mitchell Hooper behind him.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be Maxime Boudreau.
That's what I was just about to say. I think he's going to be up there. I can't remember how he fared. He got hurt last year, didn't he? He had to pull out halfway through the comp or early in the comp?
Yes, he did.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what Lucas Hatton does on that one.
I don't think he's built for that. You know,
that's why I'm curious because
he's got short, stubby arms. I just don't. You know, typically that's not because how wide it is.
Mm-hmm. I definitely think it's going to be Kilikowski. Still there? Okay, still there. Kilikowski and Hooper and Thor on those top 3. Stoltman is a big question mark for me. I
don't have him in the top 4.
I'm thinking like 5 or 6, but
yeah, that's what I was thinking, 5 or 6.
He's going to do well on day 2 though, because they're coming out with that big jerk for Max. What did they call it in the World's Strongest show?
The Flintstone lift.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, he got second on that one by just a couple kilograms. So
that's right.
He's going to have that.
It's going to be Mitchell Hooper and Hatton are going to probably be top 2 on that.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they use split jerk, and they're both like almost in the 500s. I think Mitchell Hooper actually has done 500. So,
yeah. Then you've got the Timber Tex. I think they meant test, not text.
Yeah, that's an odd event this year. I don't know if you typically you don't have an event like that in the Arnold. It's usually static. So you're going to carry, these logs down, and then you're going to do a sled drag back. So I would think that's going to be a lot on cardio. Bigger guys are probably going to be out of it. I would think Thor and I know they're big, but what I mean is they're more in shape than a lot of these other guys. But
yeah,
Thor and Tom will do really good on that. And then I think you'll have the Mitchell Hooper and the Matus round out the 4. Bobby Thompson's not going to do good on that. I don't think Hatton's going to be that good on that. Definitely not Trey Mitchell. They're going to be a little bit winded.
Well, that's good for the big guys who are athletic, because if you can use your weight to lean back into it and hold on. That's why Thor's been so good in dragging events. I mean,
Correct.
was it a couple years ago he had to drag a chain for World Strongest and he smoked everybody. Like it was a
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me
chain.
if him and Tom won that one.
Yeah. And
Now,
then the Atlas on the shoulder. Oh,
that is obviously Matus's event to lose. Now we know that fucking Tom is a king of stones, and I'm sure he could easily throw a stone up. But odd objects to shoulder, nobody's better than Matus Kielskowski.
And I don't like giving Stoltman that crown. I know he set the record, he did the biggest stone or whatever, but when he came out at the Shaw Classic or Strongest Man on Earth, and I think he zeroed or
he zeroed.
Yeah. How can you be the king and not even get the first stone?
Everybody was, everybody was trying to say the stones were slick and all this shit. No, what happens? They picked the wrong fucking tacky, and they didn't warm up properly. And he thought he can go out there and do 600-pound damn stone instead of doing one like Mitchell Hooper did. Was smart, watched everybody, did the lighter one, then went for a heavy one.
Mm-hmm.
I'd always been taught in competition, like powerlifting and everything, you always go for the first lift of something easily you can do.
Yep.
And then you go up from there. So I don't know what the fuck they were thinking.
That overconfidence, I guess. And that's another reason why I can't give him that crown. If you were that cocky and you can't do it, then that's really bad. I mean, if he was able to do it, yeah, go for it. But if it was
at that level, you can't blame the tacky anymore.
Mm-mm. So out of all these, I mean, I've got Thor winning 2, maybe 3 events.
I've got Mattias winning 3.
So which one do you have him winning?
Frame, stone to shoulder, and the medley. I mean the press medley.
Yeah. So I've got Thor winning the deadlift, the timber test, and then my third is the Atlas on the shoulder. I think he's got a lot of experience with stones, and it's an Atlas stone. It's not an odd stone either.
Right.
So I think he's got an advantage there.
They're talking about 300-pound stone. I don't know, if that's the 20-inch or whatever it is, that's a big fucking stone.
Mm-hmm. What was the year they did that for the road? Was it the year that Martin Zalisi won?
No, he had the white stones, I thought.
But they did a stone to shoulder at,
did they?
The Rogue one year, I think. It was either the Rogue or the Arnold.
Well, I know they've done the one that Matthew's done twice, and he's the only one that can do is 5 reps with it. It's 420-pound natural stone.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I ain't been checking the comment section. We've been talking.
Everybody disappeared.
No, we still got a few people here. I feel like Thor will do an extra deadlift for extra money, like Brian did the past, and hurt him the rest of the comp. He's only going to do that I think he's only going to do that for records. I don't think he's going to risk something. I mean, money, yes, but I don't think it's going to be for like the elephant bar. I think he's dead set on that 505. Let's see, Hatton over Hooper on the big jerk. I don't know. I haven't seen Hatton do a press like that, so I don't know.
I know everybody's so happy Thor's back, but this is not the Thor we're used to in 2018.
No,
he's shown some chinks in his armor, and I don't think he's ever going to be as good as he was in 2018.
But I was watching. I keep referring to other people's videos. That's where I get a lot of information. But Laws broke it down. He had, I think, one of the most first place events out of all the athletes this year for his shows. He's still super dangerous. It's just if he can figure out that pressing. I mean,
but he has not. He's not gone up against 100% Tom, and he hasn't gone up 100%. As far as didn't Lucas Hatton beat him? Did he come second over Thor?
No, he came in third.
Third, okay.
The only person that Thor has lost to is Mitchell Hooper.
Okay.
Like Thor has been consistently number 2 behind Mitchell Hooper, and only because of his pressing. I think the only show he came close to getting third was the Rogue.
I just don't see, Mitchell Hooper obviously is not a standout to win every damn event this time, But
Oh, God.
um,
Did you see
you know,
Destiny's comment?
Hathor is the most. What is the one who played in The Witcher or some, right? No, he was not The Witcher. It was called Game of Thrones, and he was called The Mountain,
No.
and
Yeah.
he crushed people's heads.
Yeah. And he only played that character for a few, like some of the seasons. The first season,
Well,
it wasn't him.
they had a guy originally played it, and then he jumped in and played the last 3 seasons
Yeah.
or 2 seasons, whatever it was.
But no, go back to what you were saying. I just saw that and I started laughing.
I think that Mitchell Hooper is going to be obviously Mr. Consistent again. He's not going to go out of top 4 in any of them. So I think he's going to overall. I think he's going to be a closer win than what we're used to, him dominating.
Mm-hmm.
But I think once again, Mitchell Hooper is going to run away with it, and Bobby Thompson will be fucking 11th. You know what's going to happen? After the deadlift, Bobby Thompson is going to do good, and then the next event he's going to claim that he's hurt himself like he does every fucking show, and he's going to be, he'll get out of the fucking show.
Oh man,
he's done that 3 times in shows now.
One of these days, Bobby's going to see our show, and
hey, look, I'd be open to a boxing match. You can be all that strong all you want. I'll knock the beard off of him.
Let's set that up.
Oh yeah,
we can get a rematch for Thor and Eddie, and you could be the opening show.
Yeah, I'll do it in a heartbeat. And I Evan Singleton too. I mean, shit, you saw his fighting videos recently, didn't you? He looked like a fucking rock with arms. Didn't know what the hell he was doing. Yeah, he wouldn't be that hard neither.
Oh, I hadn't seen that. I got to go find that.
Yeah, look at his page and doing MMA. It's pretty. I mean, I get it. He's a big guy. He's never really trained like that before, but god damn, I wouldn't post that.
I have not seen any of that. I'll have to go find it. I did see on Brian Shaw's page, he was not like, he really got upset with Eddie Hall. It wasn't just a show. He said Eddie went across the line on some things.
Yeah, but Brian had to know Eddie is that kind of showman. He's going to do that for the show, and which he did. Mm. And I guarantee him, in Eddie's mind, he wasn't doing any of that personally. It was just to fuck with Brian the entire time.
Oh yeah,
because he knew strength. He knew strength for strength. He wasn't going to beat Brian. So the only way he's going to beat somebody is mentally, which is, fuck, that's what Eddie Hall used to do. He used to be the guy that fucked with you mentally.
Mm-hmm. I think that's why he won his 1 year.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That deadlift he did when he outdid Thor on that deadlift was pretty sweet.
Yeah, but that was the year where they got Thor for double dipping, and I think that messed with Thor's head the whole time, and I'm sure Eddie just agged it on.
But what's crazy is even if Thor would have not double dipped, he still was going to come behind Eddie in reps, so he was still lost.
I thought it would have tied him.
No, he was still going to be behind in 2 reps.
I thought it was tying him, or either putting him in like only one position behind.
One position behind, but he would have not still won.
But that would have made a difference in points.
Oh, great, but he wouldn't have won.
I mean, it might have. Did you look at the point spread? Oh, now we got to dig into this.
Yeah, when did you get to that real quick?
While I'm looking this up, catch us up on any comments.
I know one thing. After all the shit Thor talked about World's Strongest Man, about all of them being Eddie's friend, about Magnus being a cheat and all that, and he's going to get back in the World's Strongest Man, then somebody needs to feed him a pie, because you can't talk shit about him. If he does, I'm just saying he needs to eat everything he said.
All right, let's see. Here we got the heats. So event 1 was a tire flip. Brian got the win. Hathor second. It was 2017, right?
18.
18 was the year he won, wasn't it?
No. Fuck. I don't remember now. 2016. 17. Whatever.
17. Eddie won. Okay.
Yeah, Eddie won 17.
All right. So event 1, Brian came in first. Hathor came in second. Eddie came in 5th. Event 2, Eddie won the squat lift. Brian Shaw was second. Hathor was 6th. Event 3, Viking press. Eddie Hall won it. No, it was – so Eddie got 15 reps. They gave half 14. So he would have tied for the win on that event.
Okay.
So all right. So that puts him – I don't know where the overall –
But he's still ahead in the overall.
But then event 4, Half Thor beats Eddie second to third. Max deadlift. Eddie gets
81.
first. Half Thor gets second. Atlas Stone. Half Thor wins. Eddie gets fourth. Final standings is Eddie 51 points. Half Thor 50.
So if it had
So that-
tied, and they would have done a count back.
It would have gone to the stone, and he won the stone.
But I don't think Eddie went all the way out in the stones.
No, but he still got fourth.
Yeah, but I think he was. If you're going back to watch World Strongest Man, I think he was pacing because he knew he already won.
He got 5 and 58 seconds, but
who
Half
gives
Thor
a
got
shit?
5 and 28. I mean, it's just something interesting to look at.
Eddie won. He deserved it that year. He was the beast. And for the love of God, he's the first person to ever pull 500 in a legit show.
That wasn't in that show.
No, it wasn't in that show. He pulled it in the Giants live show.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is he pulled 500 in a legit show.
Yeah. Well,
how much did he pull at the World's Strongest Man? Because that was like an Atlas bar, not Atlas bar. I'm sorry, but an axle bar, but it was like really long. It was very stiff. I think he pulled like 460.
472. So
Holy
1,042 pounds.
shit.
Yeah. Brian and Half Thor pulled 460.
That's a lot. That's a fucking lot.
It's insane. All I'm saying is I could get where 1 point tie, it could have made a difference between him winning or losing.
Yeah.
On what at the time was considered probably the biggest show. Because to me now, World's Strongest Man is like not even top 5.
No, honestly, I don't even talk about World's Strongest Man as much as I do the, as far as Strongest Man on Earth.
Mm-hmm. Or the Arnold, or Rogue.
Hell, even OSG to me has more appeal than the fucking World's Strongest Man.
Hell, I actually watch like in Pro Strongman League. It's still in its pretty much its infancy. It's the first or second season of it, and I give it more credit than I do a lot of other shows. It's not because I'm biased or anything, and that we got a qualifier coming up. But you still there?
I'm still here. I was reading the comment. I think Nathan's. I think he's got his show swapped because Brian only pulled 460.
I'm trying to catch up. Where's it saying? Oh, I'm looking at Wikipedia, so I mean it might not be exactly correct.
Because I think wasn't it 18? Wasn't it 18 that
that was Thor's first win?
Did Thor win 18 or was it Lacey's?
No, Thor won 18. Lacey's won 19.
Alexi won 20.
Won 20. Yeah, because actually, the year Martine's Lacey won, I was really big into drawing, and I drew his picture of him holding his trophy up. I got it on my desk over there somewhere. I'm not that big a fan of Martine's. It just happened to be the winner that year, and while I was drawing. So I don't. A lot of qualifiers.
Where are the black folk? Where? Strongman?
I was about to say Destiny. I got you right.
There's actually not that many black people in Strongman. To come to think of it, not really a whole lot in powerlifting either.
I've invited a lot.
I mean, you've got you got Julius, TD, you've got Larry, big timers. Around where I am, you got Ron. Hell, I can't think of his name. Juan. Juan's really good. But yeah, Strongman, you've got Mark Felix, and that's really about it. Most of the Strongmen, now it's a lot of American and Canadian, but it used to be nothing but Europeans.
Yeah. Iron Bibby.
That's right, Iron Bibby. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, but at the local level, I mean, or say local level, but the weight class level, like I invited a guy. His name is D DJ Dodgett or something like that. He's a 105. He's a
Yeah, I've seen him. Yeah, I've seen
yeah.
him.
He's done OSG a couple years and very competitive guy. I would like to get him in here one day. And then
You hadn't seen Iron Bibby? You need to definitely go look up Iron Bibby. Check Sonu. Check Sonu.
that guy right there is if he
Oh yeah,
had
and Nana. I forgot about Nana. Evans Nana.
So Destiny, it's not a racist competition. It's we're just we're a sport that's growing.
Playing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Had a guy out of Florida who was supposed to be doing it this year. He backed out last minute, or say last minute. He backed out recently due to some other stuff going on, I think, with work. We've had a lot of people pull out this year, but somehow we still have like 50 plus athletes.
Oh, I remember that guy. But yeah, he was relatively new to it. I don't think he'd have done that real.
Coleman.
Yeah.
He's won a show. He's doing the World's Strongest Manatee, so I'll get to meet him down there.
There's a couple newbies that are going to be in this show that I think are going to be surprised with how bad they do, to be honest. And that's not just being arrogant or douchebag. When you look at their training compared to a lot of other guys, there's a lot of other guys in the show that are way above.
No, I mean, and again, to be fair, like I invited people who have won shows locally, and I've invited people who've won, at least in your class, I've tried to invite people who've won at least regional level shows.
Yeah.
Because I know the chances of me getting somebody like Bobby Thompson or, Lucas Hatton to come do the show, it's going to be hard. What is she calling you?
She called me a douche.
Yeah.
Well, at least I mess with vaginas, I guess, and not a colostomy bag.
Oh, we got to mention this. Oh, sorry, I'll throw that up there. Mark Henry. He risked.
Good God,
his career as a wrestler to come back and do the World's Strongest Man.
That motherfucker squatted a car on in wrestling.
He broke the chain off the cage, and it wasn't supposed to be like.
That's right.
And he just snatched it off.
Yep.
But yeah, let's see. What was I about to pull up? What were we talking about? The limit breaker. But you said there's a few people you think is going to have a rude awakening.
Like obviously, I think Trevor's going to do great because he has a good team behind him. I think Swims is going to do pretty good. I think his pressing is going to obviously hold him back. Brandon Beebe, I've competed against in Kentucky. He's actually really good. He's a big guy, but he can fucking move. I think he'll do pretty good.
And he's been working on his cardio too, because he's tagged me in a few videos. It's insane.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. And then who else sticks out to me? Like I said, I don't have any problem with anybody in there. I just see, like I said, I see some of the training from others, and I think in this show, if you're not top 4, top 5 every event, then you're pretty much probably going to be done.
Yeah, you said Swims. Who are you talking about?
Yeah, the Jonathan Swims, the champion.
Jonathan Wimberly?
Yeah, but he goes by Swims on there, Jay Swims.
Oh, you confused.
Sorry.
I didn't know who you were talking about.
Yeah.
Well, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Trevor's going to be good. Trevor's going to be good with the moving events and all. But as far as pressing, I don't think there's. I don't know. I don't see any. I see between 340 to 380 is going to be your. That's where everybody's going to start getting out.
Yeah, I think that's where some of the lightweight guys or middleweight guys are going to start finishing out at too.
Yeah,
that 330 range.
My goal is to win the show with a 400 or 400 plus strict log press.
I want that 450. I want to see it.
I don't know if I can do it at the fucking limit break. I don't know if I have enough time. But 425, I mean, that was right here. It was right here. It was almost. If I wouldn't have done deadlifts the day before, I'd have been fine.
if you just get that explosion off the chest, you
Yeah.
got it.
It cleaned up like it was nothing. My clean has gotten a lot better.
I thought you had it because you sent me the video while I was driving. I pulled over to make a stop and I pulled it up and I was like, oh, he pressed this that quick. And then you kind of stuttered.
Yeah. Oh, it felt heavy on my chest. I can tell you that. But
Well, this is a New Year's Eve show, so might as well. Is there anything from this year that stuck out to you about local or major shows?
well, I mean, obviously, I think everybody in Alabama is doing good. I saw a post. What was it? I think it was something to do with Strongman. I can't remember the actual post, but it had the top 10 states.
I actually had that pulled up. I was going to
Yeah,
talk about it. Yep.
I was kind of hurt a little bit, but I want us to be on that fucking list either next year or the year after.
But it's based off of how many comps they have. So I mean,
Well, yeah, but we need to have
I
a list
want-
of how many people show up to comps and like maybe a rating.
yeah, I did last year take how many. I took those shows because I forget who posts it, whoever runs the page, but they take all the data from Iron Podium and they share it. And I took it and compared population size of those states
Mhm.
and did a little math, and we ended up jumping from, I think we were not even listed in the top 25, and then we jumped all the way up to like 6
Oh, that's
based on
good.
population. So
Tyler just said, well, good. Destiny thinks I can do it. Nathan said he'd eat more steak, but Tyler said that I could go for the world record if I bulked up to 320. But here's the thing: I'd be single because my wife would leave me. I compete. I compete between 275 and 285, 290 ish. But if I started getting a strongman belly, I'll be single.
Alex, funny enough, yesterday she said, Chuck, I didn't realize how skinny you were just a few years ago. She was looking at pictures and she goes, your neck alone. Like, apparently my neck's a lot thicker than it used to be.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I was 40 pounds lighter just a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. So top 10 states for strongman in 2024. Texas was number 1 with 65, no surprise. Florida, though, with 33. That's insane.
Well, they got the world's strongest manatee. Remember that?
You know what? That is going to be a fun show. I'm excited. It's not going to be fun for the drive because I'm going to have to drive down Friday, do the show Saturday, and leave Saturday night to get home in time for Easter Bunny.
Holy shit! Another one. I'm supposed to be going that one to you, aren't I?
Was that the one that you were talking about going with me?
I think the Florida was. Yeah, I just can't do the fucking Colorado right now.
Mm-hmm. They got some athlete stuff on here too. Top 25 strongman athletes based on Iron Podium scores. See if anybody we know. Oh yeah, a few of these names I know. Got Kim Scott and CJ Krause, both out of Colorado, at number 9 and 10.
But is that how many shows they've done?
I think it's based on their overall scoring on Iron Podium.
Well, goddamn, I should be on there. I've had a lot, and I've only lost not coming first 3 shows.
But how many shows have you done this year?
Well, that's right, because this year I had the pneumonia. Last year, I did 9 shows.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, this year you hadn't been as active. Let's see. April's going to be big. Yeah, there's both of our shows in April. Georgia has to be the worst for strongman shows. There's only like for the year. There's actually a lot of shows in Georgia. They're just so spaced out, and they're kind of
train more core. Shit, I do so much fucking laws has me doing so much goddamn core. You be shitting bricks. I got to do paylall presses and fucking side planks and weighted planks and oh my god, it's all sorts of shit. Rollouts and everything else.
Not the pneumonia and core.
Yeah, as long as I don't get pneumonia again, I'll be all right. But that shit, I didn't realize, I take vitamins. I'm in physical, shape, but that almost took me out.
Do you take vitamin D regularly?
Well, I get in the sun a lot.
I'm telling you, dude, that's the one vitamin that I've started taking regularly, and it's made a huge difference on how frequently everybody else gets sick around me.
Huh.
It doesn't affect me as much.
Oh, that's right. I do. I guess sort of like that. Dead bugs. I got to do those a lot. Fucking too.
Mm-hmm. We've had a lot of votes come in today. Since it's the last day, everybody wait till the last minute.
Oh, of course, and I'm sure that everybody on every bracket on there, I'm sure, has something to do with Zach Ronsfeld and fucking Red Brick Rumble.
Not all of them. Let's see. Looks like the Chaos team decided to do a few today.
Oh, we know
Appreciate you.
we know what you're doing, Jackie. We're just fucking with you too.
Oh, let's see. No, I'm not going to give the results, but we'll take a look and see how everybody's faring.
Well, not good anymore because it's fucking bullshit. Somebody's cheating. I feel like I'm going to start going on a campaign like Trump and like, it's rigged. It's fucking rigged.
Well, I think 24, I'm going to make some changes.
Yeah, where nobody in Mississippi can vote at all.
Not going to do that. I think what I'm going to do is make this fan voted still, but you can't just vote for one category and then exit out of it. You got to actually vote for all categories. What is he saying?
I'll do payoffs after every press session. Press session. They help a lot. Actually, I learned that in powerlifting. My old coach Christina, who was a fucking amazing, she had me doing those like crazy.
Well, it looks about the same. There's been a lot of votes come in, but pretty much everything's staying where
We
we
already know
expected it
Chris Stewart has probably taken it. Well, I say that unless Zachary Brunsfeld has 60 people who come and vote.
He only has one vote for that.
Oh, okay. Well, how about that?
But I think you have solidified second place.
Second is just the first loser. That sucks.
Well, it's better than third, which is what I'm at.
So maybe when Chris is, I don't know, 70 and all white hair, maybe I'll win.
Well, based off the new setup, apparently I'm going to be your challenger for this.
Well, I don't know. I hadn't seen me sitting down at an angle yet either.
These chairs, I don't know if they're rated for you. They're only rated to like 250 pounds.
Well, why would you buy a chair that's not rated for me?
Because you never come here.
Oh.
I bought chairs that were for people of normal stature.
You voted for Davis as the most beautiful man?
Oh.
Damn, I hear you, Tyler. That's very nice of you.
There's a lot of people who got voted for True Grit that I'm happy to see their names on here.
Yeah, second does suck, but at least it's still podium. I've never come off podium even in powerlifting. In fact, I think I won every show out of like 12 I did, but I don't ever want to come off podium. If I do, I mean, obviously the Arnold, I'm not going to make podium. Those fucking guys are monsters. But in like a lower level show, if I come off podium, then I'm pretty much I'm done. No matter what time of year it is, I'm out.
Mm-hmm. It must be nice.
Well, I get a little bit easier than you do. You got to run a big ass gym and start an empire over there.
Trying to.
I just run a detention company that works in jails and prisons, so I get a little more time off.
Well, I will tell you, I'm not gonna give you the results, but me and you are neck and neck for a lot of these categories. I don't know. I'm not gonna tell you our position, but if we're tied for fifth or tied for last or tied for second, me and you are like neck and neck for most of these.
Well, okay, I'll take that as long as it's you. If it's somebody that I know damn well don't need to be in there, I'll be pissed.
I I will say the other thing too is this will be the first year I'll accept an award. I would have won a bunch last couple of years, but I was like, that's not fair because I'm putting it together. But now,
He's tweaking the fucking numbers here.
no, this is the first year where there was enough people who voted on different categories and a lot of different names. I was like, okay, it's not just me.
Yeah.
So I'll accept an award or two here this year if I win any.
I swear to God,
I'm not going to win.
if everybody votes that fucking natural show is the best show next year, I'm boycotting.
I might
know it's going to happen.
You off. I might do it just to piss you off.
Oh my God.
Yeah, looking at one of these, we are, I think, tied for a few of these, like the Alabama Strong Person of the Year. Again, I'm not telling you what position we're in, but I think we're tied for that one.
Who could beat us in that? Alabama Strong Person of the Year?
Yeah. There's a lot of people voted. Like, and here's the thing: it's not an Alabama person; it's the award, Alabama Strongman. Like, it's your overall everything for the year.
Oh, see, it should be a state person when you say it like that.
Well, I may have to change the name of Alabama Strong to something.
Well, I can say Strong. I'm very happy because 2 years ago it was just me and Bubba. We were the only two heavyweights really any good in Alabama. Now we've got some up and comers. Manny's coming up. You've got Michael Cox coming up. You've got Mr. Battlefield Athletics up there. He's going to be a good one. So we finally got some heavyweights to take over.
Oh yeah, it's going to be good. It's probably the most voted year we've ever had, so I'm happy to see that. My plan is eventually get this to the point where I can actually start giving out real awards instead of just virtual notifications. But I would love to be able to have like a banquet and give out these awards.
Oh, speaking of that, have you checked on the my trophy for Miss Braylon?
I'll have to check on that later and see. It would take me too long. The order went through, but because it's not for a upcoming show, the deadline, I didn't put a like a hard date for.
Oh, that's fine. I didn't know if anything ever came back about that.
Yeah, I'll check on the order
before I forget.
My email.
Cox and the other team. What other team is there?
She's probably thinking about what's the name out of Florida?
Christian Suggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's not in the state. I meant in Alabama.
He's close enough. He might as well be Alabama.
That's true. That's true.
Trying to think back to this year, like what's some crazy things that happened. I know the Forge this past Forge was an interesting one, coming down to that split second between you and Trevor.
Yeah, somebody tried to tarnish my win. That was my comeback from pneumonia, so I did really well. I was very happy with that show.
It was a good one.
Although it wouldn't have been as close at all if I wouldn't have handcuffed my fucking self on the frame deadlift.
I wish I had that video ready right now to just show.
I only wasted like 30 fucking seconds. I could have been pulling.
Jeez.
I still got second place in that, so I wasn't terrible. But Jesus Christ, that was bad.
I'm working on those right now, but I'm trying to gather all the information. It's a lot harder to find the women's information than the men's because most of the men's pages, that's all they talk about is a strongman. I have to actually dig for the women's information if they don't provide it for me. But I hope to have those start coming out by the end of the week. I know I said that last time, but I started and I've got a couple of them made. I just don't want to post one or two at a time. Let's see. This year in the state of Alabama, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Women never get talked about. We literally talk about y'all every damn show.
Yeah. I said they don't talk about themselves. That was what I said. Not they don't talk about them. I said they don't talk about themselves. Like when I go to their page, I see like positive things they posted.
The women are weird, man. They, men can sit there and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna beat you," and this, that, and the other, whatever, and we're normal. The women, act all, oh yeah, it's no big deal. In secret, they're like, fuck that bitch. I want to outlift everybody.
Oh man.
Uh,
Oh yeah, Jonathan McCleskey. Yeah, he's a good up and coming teen.
Who's that?
He won, or I think he podiumed or did something at the World's Teen Show in
Jonathan
Ireland or whatever.
McCleskey.
He won Alabama's teen, I think.
I have to go see. I can't remember.
Hang on, I got Alabama's pulled up right here. I was actually about to post something.
Yeah, that's right. We could do an award show next year at the Southeast venue.
Mm-hmm. It wouldn't be bad. But he's out of Hartselle. Yeah, he's one of the Chaos athletes.
I had no idea. I guess I hadn't been paying attention. I need to pay more attention. I guess I figured because they were teens, that's why I really wasn't.
You've seen him because he's competed with us together. Like me and you have been in a show, and he's been there.
Yeah.
I know he did static the first year that I did it when we got the shields as trophies.
Mm-hmm.
He was there. I know he competed there. 4th at Teen Worlds in Scotland. That's what it was. It was in Scotland. He got 4th. I knew he was up there. We need to do a women and teen spotlight in this live. We can do that.
We need to do a women and teen spotlight.
Yeah.
We do. We do it like every show.
Yeah, Destiny. We've talked about you in every show.
Yeah, no shit.
In every show.
But now I guess we need to start talking about Gabby, since Gabby's supposed to be the queen and everybody's scared of her.
Maybe we should have Gabby on the show.
Yes. Have Gabby and Destiny at the same time on the show.
Have who?
Gabby and Destiny on the show.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. We're coming up on an hour. Unless there's anything anybody wants to talk about, I think that's about a wrap for us today. In the new year, picking on
Jackie, make sure you're still doing your core there. I know you're getting older. You got to keep that core up. About adaptive athlete, we don't have any adaptive athletes here and to do strongman. The last adaptive athlete I saw almost died, so I really don't want to participate in that right now.
On a positive note, our new sponsor Noah, he I don't know if y'all see, if y'all haven't gone to his page already, go over to his page, Noah Galloway Athlete, subscribe to it. But he's missing his left arm and left leg. He came in here the other day and picked up the circus dumbbell one-handed, and it's got a fat grip on it. Like I can't even really grab it the way he did. He picks it up, curls it, and then sets it and presses it. And then instead of dropping it down on the pads, he brings it back down, turns it back upside down, and sets it down. The thing's like 65, 70 pounds. And
yes.
It's a fat handle.
That's the one that Laws is also. He's on Team Laws as well.
Who?
That's the guy that you're talking about. He's in England.
No, I'm talking about Noah.
Oh, Noah did it. Okay.
Yeah.
There's another guy that just did this like a month ago. He has the world record now.
Yeah, I saw that too. I think Tyler Haynes sent us the link in Instagram. But no, I was super impressed with Noah, who is not a strongman, who is not he's mud running.
He's an athlete.
He's just an athlete, yeah.
Yeah.
He does CrossFit and stuff, but the way he gripped it and didn't have to drop it, he was able to just set it down.
That guy moves around, better than some people with fucking all their limbs. I mean, that guy's crazy.
Yeah. I'm trying to get him to come in here and play with some more. I was like, it'd be awesome to have him do a show.
Yeah, could you imagine his first strongman show? You get in there and wax the floor.
That'd be awesome.
Be great.
So he'd do really good in the moving events. I just have to figure out what the load rating is on his blade.
I just don't think that adaptive athletes need to hook up to a Hercules hold that haven't been properly tested. That's all I'm going to say. Other than that, they're amazing athletes.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yo, Destiny said CrossFit helped her.
CrossFit.
Let's see.
Yes, you keep carrying heavy bags for about 50 feet, and then come back another 50 feet. You don't have to worry about CrossFit anymore. That'll get you in damn good shape. I tell you, the best thing I ever learned for cardio was boxing. Like when I was younger, I think my dad got me in boxing when I was 9, and I continued it until I was probably, I don't know. I still was boxing when was with Catherine, so 20, 21, I guess, something like that. And that's the best cardio. Hitting a bag, heavy fucking bag, and doing the bob and weaving or doing some kind of movements that have you do core, whatever else, jump rope. That to me was horrible, but it worked.
See, I love wrestling, and we didn't have a wrestling team at our school, but our PE coach in like 7th or 8th grade decided he was going to start doing wrestling with us, and I got excited because I was whipping a lot of the guys my age and my size. But then we had this one kid who had failed like 6 times. He was like 100 pounds heavier than everybody else. And when it came up to me and him in the bracket, he just laid on top of me. And I'm laying on my stomach. And I got this massive kid on my back. I can't get up. And the coach is like, what are y'all doing? And he's like, I pinned him. He's like, no, you're not. You got to get him on his back. And the kid just kept laying on me. And after the next one after us, a kid fell off the platform, broke his arm, and then they just did away with it. I was like, damn, I was this close to having like a wrestling team on our school, which I would have loved because I'm short and stocky. So that would have been right up my alley. Oh, Destiny, you have no idea. His breath smelled so bad, and it was right here the whole time.
Oh, God.
He was just heavy breathing. Oh.
Tyler, we know he had a torn bicep, but what I'm saying is the equipment was never really truly tested. Like it failed the day before when they did testing, and they still decided to do it the same way by a lag bolt. And when the weight, they also faced the weight inward. So if they'd have faced them out and done a little bit better as far as bracing on the safeties, it would have been a pretty cool event. But when you're there in person and you see somebody's head almost crack open, you kind of have nightmares about that. I really don't want to see anything else like that again.
And I have a video of it because somebody was recording with my phone.
Yep.
I mean, me and 2 other guys were there competing together, and you were there I think you were just watching, weren't you?
Yeah, I was just there with doing our table or whatever. And, when it hit him, I jumped up and I tried to go over and get him off the log because it had him trapped. And then by that time, he had a puddle of blood. So it was a surreal moment. And I was like, oh, shit. But you go back and look at it and how close he was to getting hit by the actual, the stem for the weights.
From the video that I have, it looks like it grazes his ear.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And I mean, the pole hits the back of his head. The plate on the pole hit his head.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if the plate, which is a 25-pound plate, hit him, he's that much closer to getting impaled by that thing.
That's right.
So,
yeah, that was crazy. That's definitely the craziest thing I've ever seen in a strongman show. That's for sure. Probably the second craziest thing was the Southeast Open before I got Southeast Strongman. Or was it Classic? It was Classic. When we had the yoke pick and about 3 people's ACLs and MCLs blew out.
I almost did that show because of that event. I'm glad I didn't.
Dude, the one guy that we had separate lanes. Bubba was at one lane. I was at another lane. He had 2 others. But the lane I was at was a novice, heavyweight men and all that. And I heard the guy's knee. I mean, it sounded like a hammer hitting, I don't know, a deer antler, I guess. It was just that odd noise. It was loud as shit. It was so bad.
That was the answer show. I'll see you later, Jackie. Yeah, Tyler, we were both at that show. That was a weird one. The only thing I remember about the yoke pick, though, because I wasn't at that one, that was pre my involvement with all the live streaming and everything. But the only thing I heard was Livy cracking her spine during training.
Yeah.
Or fracturing her spine during training.
Yeah. Because she had the bar supposed to be too far up her neck or what it was.
Yeah. I said I pushed the ribs out, and in December out my back. It was fun getting them back in. Are you exaggerating or are you being serious?
I could have put them back in for you. Next time, I'll give you a bear hug. I'll get them back in.
I know Alex had to stretch him a little bit after that.
No, he went the other day to a chiropractor and literally had ribs that are out of place and they had to pop them back in.
Oh,
Yeah.
how did that happen?
Well, I mean, he is 400 and something pounds.
Well,
Could be gravity. Could be a lot of gravity. But he trains so fucking intense too. So I imagine that's probably what happened.
I don't know if it was like a yoke or something.
Husafeld carrying died of a heart attack. Well, did the Husafeld stone fall away from him, I hope, and not crush him? Jesus Christ.
That was, I think he's talking about the award that we give out, that Chris Stewart gives out.
No, that guy, no. Was it him?
I think so.
Oh, shit. It was Shannon?
Yeah,
Not Shannon.
Shannon.
It was Shannon, yeah.
Yeah, the Shannon Award.
I didn't know that.
The Shannon Award. I think that's based off of that one. Yeah.
I did not know that. Well, at least, he died doing something he loved. So I guess it's better than nothing.
It was during an event. I know that for a fact, and it was out of Georgia. So let's see. All right. Well, I think that dead space tells us what we need to know. It's time to wrap up.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. I know it was 3:00.
Yeah.
And I appreciate everybody coming on. And hopefully you enjoyed the show.
Hope y'all enjoyed the year. We're going to get started next week. So hope you all have a happy new year and a safe new year.
Yeah, be watching out next week. There's going to be a lot of promotional stuff coming out for my show and Limit Breaker and Effin. So we're trying to build these up and then look forward to the Forge and Alabama Strongest Man, and we'll go from there.
Oh, yeah. Y'all have a great day.